Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Wednesday news show. It's a new year and we are excited to get cracking.
Happy New Year!
Thank you, you too. Good holidays?
Yeah, skied a lot. So,
Yeah.
ow.
Less climbing, more skiing.
Yeah.
Any New Year's resolutions, goals, aims?
Climbing harder.
Coming harder. I just want to get more stacked, more swole, and more sendy. That's my plan. That's just the general
Sounds
goal.
good.
It is. Now, winter is here and the cold weather temps means that certain areas get better and we've seen a big tick send. As reported on 8a.nu, Belgium climber Nicolas Collin has sent the 8C Big Island in Fontainebleau. On his Instagram, he describes how it took him 9 sessions to send the boulder. So let's hear more from Nicolas.
Hey guys, Happy New Year! So 2 weeks ago, I went to Fontainebleau to spend my Christmas holiday with some good friends. And my main project on this trip was to do Big Island. I tried this boulder because Simon Lowenzi has a project to do the seat start, and he told me a lot about this kind line. And it took me 9 sessions to send the boulder, and it was really hard because the conditions were really bad during those 2 weeks. So it was hard to make some progress on the boulder. After the first session, I immediately knew that it would be possible to send the boulder. This boulder fits my style. It consists of big moves on big slopers in a quite overhanging wall. And yesterday it was my last session and my last opportunity to send the boulder. And even if the conditions were not so good, I tried to have a good mindset and I managed to climb the boulder. And thanks to the people who support me, and I hope to see you soon on competition. Rah!
I briefly dabbled with the idea of going to Font over the New Year weekend, but then it poured it with rain. It was not good, didn't go. But there's something to be said for those cold conditions, those Font slopers. And as we know, the Big Island, just that big slopey test piece. You need it to be cold for that thing to go.
Yeah. I don't believe in that. And I'm kind of glad you didn't go. Because I do worry, it's cold. You might lose fingers and
This is true,
just
frostbite.
freeze to the wall.
I would sacrifice fingers for the Big Island, just saying.
Okay, well, maybe next year. Anyway, let's move on to some sport climbing news. As reported on Fanatic Climbing, 36-year-old Cedric Lachat clipped the chains of Supercrackinette 9A+ in Saint-Léger. This route took him a total of 2 weeks of work, and it's his big comeback after a pause this summer due to an elbow injury. Ooh, last send before the new year. Pretty cool route.
Yeah, is that the one Julia Chanody?
Yeah, she did
that,
back
didn't
in February.
Yeah. God, that seems a long time ago now.
Yeah.
It really does.
A year ago.
Well, I hope Cedric comes back with that elbow injury. Cool to see him climbing hard again. Now, high altitude mountaineering is challenging, but throw into the mix one of the world's most dangerous mountains and winter, and it goes beyond challenging. Climbing K2 in winter is considered to be one of the last big feats of mountaineering still to be conquered. It's never been summited in its coldest, most treacherous season, but many teams are there right now trying it out. One of the teams is led by Nirmal Purja, who last year completed his Project Possible feat, climbing all 14 8,000-meter peaks in just over 6 months. Nims arrived at K2 a little later than a lot of teams, but they've already climbed to Camp 3 and helped to fix ropes on the mountain. He's aided by an elite group of Nepalese climbers and is now preparing and waiting for the final summit push.
Another team made up of Tamara Lunger from Italy and her partner Alex Gavan from Romania are also trying to summit K2. Tamara has previously summited K2 without supplemental oxygen in 2014 and is an accomplished winter mountaineer. Alex has also an impressive pedigree, with having summited 7 8,000-meter peaks without the use of supplemental oxygen. This team has arrived at base camp and are now acclimatizing.
So that's just a few highlights of some of the teams being there. There is quite a large presence, from what I'm reading about, at base camp or on the mountain of K2. Every year we see sort of more and more people trying it. So fingers crossed, this might be the year that K2 gets that winter ascent. We shall see. One of your goals, would you climb K2 in winter?
Not even in summer
Just
or
no.
spring or autumn.
Just
Nope.
no. Straight no.
No, I don't think I'm built for that. Like, these guys are like close to superheroes, so.
I totally agree with you. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we chatted about Scottish winter climbing, and we said that this could be the season to watch out for, and we've got a cracker of a route for you. As seen on Planet Mountain, climbing legend Greg Broswell teamed up with Graham McGrath and photographer Hamish Frost for a new hard winter climb on Church Door Buttress in Scotland. The route is called False Penance and climbs an overhanging groove. There are 2 pitches with a grade of 11, 10. The climbing is strenuous and tenuous with small gear placements and spaced protection. Greg Boswell, one of my secret man crushes, not so secret anymore. He used to work on a farm. I think he still does. So he used to like load heavy stuff, work out in his like sort of barn thing. He'd just be topless with ice. It's just my dream to do Greg Boswell.
I feel that's a perfect workout though. Because
The farming stuff.
yeah. Picks. And I know what you mean by training in his barn, because he did a series last year, I think.
Yes, he did.
Right?
You're
With Rab.
Yeah.
So like a lot of pull-ups on ice axes.
Yeah, he's an absolute legend. Hamish Frost, fantastic photographer. So congratulations, that team who got that route done. Much more to come, I'm sure. Is that it? Are we newsed?
Well, that was the news of 2020, but did you pick your favorite news stories from the year?
Yeah, I did, because everyone's doing a sort of roundup, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because we're into 2021, but let's look back at 2020. Now, obviously, we're not going to round up the entire year of news. So what we've done is pick a few of our favourites, our highlights, some stuff we've got footage on. But remember that you guys can comment down below and let us know your favourite moments. So without further ado, let's crack into what happened in 2020. Epic TV athlete Stefano Ghisolfi has had an amazing year. The lack of competitions and the need to stay close to home means that he's been projecting and sending some of his hardest ever climbs. The highlight for him has to be the route change, graded at 8B+. This is considered to be one of the hardest routes in the world and is situated in the famous Flatanger cave in Norway. Adam Ondra made the first ascent and Stefano was the first to repeat it, his second 9B+ route after Perfecto Mundo.
This year, Laura Rogora wrote herself into the climbing history books. With her ascent of Ali Oak sit extension total, she was the second woman in the world to climb a 9B, and it took her just 5 days. This year, she also became the first woman to climb a 9A in just a day. And she also won her first World Cup in lead climbing.
The world changed this year. Of course, there was COVID, but the death of George Floyd at the hands of the police sparked mass protests in America and the world. It caused everyone to examine their personal ethics and ask if we're doing enough to support diversity. We made a promise to improve Epic TV's coverage of people of colour in climbing. We travelled to Spain to speak to Trevor Messiah, a climbing instructor and legend of the sport. He gave us a fascinating interview examining the complicated feelings and emotions around this issue.
2020 saw Alex Magos clipping the chains of bibliography, his long-standing project in Seiyus. Not shy to give it a grade of 9C, working the route for over 60 days, he is the second climber after Adam Ondra to climb a route of this grade.
Now, obviously, that's just 2 stories each that we picked. There was a ton of stuff that happened in 2020. I mean, off the top of my head, we've got Angie Iter, who we did that interview with a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Her 9B, possible.
First ascent,
possible 9B. IFSC, we only saw 2 comps this year, but of course those Olympic places got given away in Sydney, Cape Town and Moscow. So right at the very end, we had a bit of competition hope.
And Julia, another 9B, third woman to climb a 9B. What else happened this summer? So many boulders, so many... Tribe by James Pearson.
Hardest trad route in the world. Look, we could go on about this all day. So do join in. Comment down below of your favourite news story or moment of 2020. And we'll have a little look and see which the best bits were. But talking about best bits...
9B counter.
Terry, this is your first 9B winners announcement because you arrived at Epic TV after last year's competition. Thank you, number one, for doing all the spreadsheets.
No problem.
Stepped
it was
up.
Fun.
Next level. You have the winners. You have the stats. This is it.
wait, one more to add. Sean Robotu did an 8C plus.
Okay.
First ascent. So 8C plus, Sean Robotu with 1 point.
Excellent. So he's on the paper counter.
Yes.
He's on your digital counter.
Yes.
Now we will be, before we announce the winners, we will be giving away the counters as per usual, as we did last year. We're coming up with some kind of an Instagram competition or something. That will be announced next week. So if you fancy a little bit of climbing history, let's be honest. A memento.
2020, just...
Exactly. 2020 was
paper.
rubbish. Get some paper. Right, Terry, take us through.
Okay,
Who won
I'm
what?
looking for the... All right. So 9B counter. Guess the winner.
Well, it's got to be Magos. Surely 9C?
Yeah. 3 points. Just did one. And he's the winner. Runner-up, Stefano Ghisolfi with change.
Go on, Epic TV athlete.
Bene.
Stefano Ghisolfi.
Then 9A counter. Guess the winner. It's an easy one.
I don't know. Tell me.
Laura. She's like 11 points or 12. Like so many more than any other girl.
Smash the competition.
We caught up with Laura and this is what she had to say about her win.
Hello guys, and thank you for this award. 2020 was definitely a strange year, almost without competition, so I could climb a lot on rock, and thanks to this challenge I could even win something, so thank you.
We will, of course, be contacting the winners of the counters to let them know about this achievement. But we've got more counters to go because we increased them this year.
8C plus. Drew Rana with 3 points. He's the winner. And then runner-ups, we've got Jimmy Webb, Adam Ondra, and Niki Cheria with all 2 points.
Close for the 8C plus counter-ish.
It was a fun counter, though. It's the one that got most of the sense. And then E10 counter.
My favourite, my personal favourite, this one.
Oh, little debate here. I mean... What's tribe?
Okay, right.
We need points.
Everyone basically is on the same points, right?
Yes. No, there's Julien Bourassa Moreau, which he's from Canada, and he has 2 points.
Okay.
But then, is tribe 2 points or just 1?
I'm of the opinion that tribe is the hardest trad route in the world and therefore should get more points. Because if we give everything points, so E10 is 1, E11 is 2,
Yes.
E12 is 3. It's a tricky one, this one, because no one's graded tribe. Jacopo, he didn't grade it when he first climbed it. James has sort of respected that, and I respect it, but I still want to know for the counters. So
We need to know.
we need to know, people, and it's your opinion that counts.
Yeah.
Who should win the E10 counter? Does tribe count as more points? Who knows? Let us know down below. Is that it?
That was it. We kind of need to update the paper version, but...
We do. I'll scribble some stuff on. And then, of course, the counters will return for 2021. We'll have a chat about this in the future. Don't panic, everyone. Finished. It's time for the content couch, and Hugo is not here. Hugo is sick today. Get well soon, Hugo. This is Flo.
Hello.
Flo, who are you for the people who don't know you?
I am the editor of Climbing Daily. I'm not usually on the camera because I'm a bit shy, but here I am. I do the edits, basically most of the edits you see on the channel. I cut Matt Groom's, wonderful presenting, climbing, and now Teresa's wonderful climbing and presenting as well.
That's very diplomatic. What you mean is you have to listen to us in your
Over
ears
and over
all day.
again, all day, yeah.
Oh, mate. Well, we're going to talk about Climbing Daily first of all, one that you, of course, edited. This was Tuesday's show.
Tuesday's show. Well, it's a guy called Toby. He's 15 and he's climbed a 9A called Rain Shadow. It's in Malham Cove. Here's a little clip.
Going up Rain Dogs, I wasn't feeling good at all. I wasn't expecting to ascend. I got into the rest at the top of Rain Dogs, it's a small rest. I was like, oh, okay, I'm coming off here.
First section done, and it was time for the meat of the route. Hanging high above Malham, following in the footsteps of greats, the pressure was on. Right, so something like that, right? How long does it take you to put that all together?
I mean, a normal person, it'd probably take 3 to 4 weeks, but I generally do it in like 2 or 3 days. Not sleeping, not eating, just working.
You're a hero.
For that. I mean, I do what I can
dedicated.
for Epic TV.
Is this got anything to do with the fact it's January and, like pay gets discussed around about this time and you're trying to promote it?
Right, I mean, I don't even get paid. I do it for free
Right.
because I love climbing so much. So, yeah, but it's good. It's a good episode. You should definitely check it out. It's got most of the send on there. You can see him, talking about it and sending it. So, yeah. And the next clip I'm going to show you is the Cold House Media crew in New Zealand. We showed you last week, but it was that was just a small section. This is like a highlight of their whole climbing time over there. I guess it's a few weeks, 2-3 weeks they were there.
Yeah, they sort of brought it all together and then this is like their highlight video.
Here's a little clip.
Massis, 7C.
No Country for Old Men, 8A. Hercules, 8A, Sandbag.
Cyrus the Great, 8A plus.
Xerxes, 8A plus.
The Giving Tree, 8B.
Colossus,
Colossus,
8C.
8C.
So there's Josh and Charlotte in New Zealand having a good time. Kind of wish we're in New Zealand because there's not really any restrictions there.
Yeah, lifts are open.
Lifts are open. Everyone's
It's
having a great
summer.
time.
It's true, it is summer, isn't it?
Shall we move?
Yeah, let's go.
Epic TV moving down, under.
Well, we said this 2 weeks in a row now, so I think definitely the management will hear us and we'll see.
They listen. They
Maybe
do
next
listen.
week we'll be in New Zealand.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, cheers, Flo. One of the hardest workers here at Epic TV. Appreciate you for stepping in for Hugo. Hugo, get better soon.
No worries.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Shop stuff up next. And it's alpine climbing season, I guess. Everything is frozen. There's snow. So let's go ice climbing.
Yeah, it's like Alpine for the hardcore at the moment. But yeah, we've got lots of stuff on the Epic TV shop. Top brands. For example, your ice axes, the ones you're using at the moment.
Yeah, they're the X All Mountain Cassin, so Camp Cassin ice axes. Yeah, I've been using them dry tooling, not ice climbing yet.
Future
I guess.
videos, maybe.
Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a well balanced all around ice axe.
Yeah, I do agree with you, and reasonably priced as well.
Yeah, yeah.
The other stuff you should focus on is Grivel, Black Diamond as well. They do great alpine stuff. Grivel has this like history. I mean, we did a show looking at the history of Grivel. They really know mountains. They really know mountaineering. So head over to the shop, click on the links, get yourself some alpine gear, either for this winter or for the summer alpine climbing. Doesn't matter. Right. Get yourself kitted up. Wow, this is a big show, isn't it? I had to take a breath and think then.
What's next? Comment of the week. Let's sing. Let's not sing. It's a new year. It's new dawn, and it's a new singing thing. Are we gonna sing?
I feel we should
do
that
a dance.
tune. I think you want to dance.
Well, we need a new thing.
Okay, comment down below. You've got so many things to comment. What should be our new thing? Should it still be a song? I know many of you hate the singing, but for right now, comment of the week. It's a new comment. It's a new comment. It's a new comment. I've been feeling good.
Okay.
It was good.
Thanks.
It was still.
That was lovely.
Yeah. Your comment.
My comment, well, we touched on it at the beginning of the show, but is from Jakob Schraffman. And he says, what are all your goals for next year? I must know.
AA Boulder for me. It's got to be. Same goal as last year. Gonna train hard when the gyms reopen. To be honest, first of all, I need to remember how to climb because it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while.
Boop.
And you?
Same, but a sport route, 8A. It's just... Ooh. Yeah, but I feel it's one of those things. It's just like looming over me. And I don't know. I couldn't get it done last year. So I'm kind of annoyed. I have to do it this year.
Okay. AA. Have you done 7C yet?
No.
Right, so we're swapping
That's
7C.
That's close.
Forget
Oh,
progress.
was it
just
close enough?
Straight into 8. I respect that. I like that.
Yeah, because
Why not? Mine is from the Climbing Beaters. This is a nice comment.
Okay.
It says, only got into this channel during the first lockdown. Absolutely love it. And I've spent many hours watching you guys in back-to-back issues of your great back issues. Sorry. Looking forward to what you make and deliver in 2021. Thanks. Yeah. Cheers, man. Thank you very
lovely.
much. Or lady, I don't know. Climbing Beaters. Who knows? Thank you for watching us. Of course, there is our big back catalogue. Almost every single day we produce content. So if
Yeah.
you ever get bored, you can just head on to the Climbing Daily archives and check it all out.
Bene, that was it.
Finito, eh? First show of the new year.
Yeah.
Cheers for watching, guys. We do hope you had a wonderful new year and a happy Christmas. And we will see you every week on a Wednesday for the new show.
Bye-bye.
Bye.